Hello. Oh shit. It's all gone funny. There we go. Hi Dan.
Hi James.
Hi people. If you're wondering why Dan looks shit, it's because he is shit.
Yeah. Sorry everyone.
Yeah, a bit of a change of plan tonight. The way that Dan's feeling, we're not going to be doing a game speak tonight. We will definitely do that next week. We will just be doing the post Great Balls of Fire,
Which we watched together.
yeah, which was weird.
Yeah.
We didn't exactly watch it together, if you know what I mean. What we did is we watched it on the network, and we actually used PSN Party and spoke to each other. And we were trying to simultaneously press play at the same time.
Synchronized play.
Yeah, it worked.
It did work.
It did work.
We'll probably do that more often because we seem to bounce off each other a bit more.
Yeah.
Watch it together.
In the whole, it was actually not a bad pay-per-view.
We were alright with it. We were impressed.
We were very impressed with that.
Yeah.
It still didn't live up to the fact that it's called Great Balls of Fire.
No, but it had a lot of blood in it.
It did. It did have a lot of blood.
So it had a lot of blood. And considering, I am right in saying this was meant to be Bad Blood. They changed the name.
It was, yeah. Yes.
Yeah. I don't know whether that was a nod to it or not.
Yeah.
But no, the matches were good.
Yeah.
I don't think there was a match there that we watched that we were like too hating on.
Yeah. We were definitely. There wasn't a lot of time spent playing on my phone.
No, I don't think I really looked at my phone at all, apart from I had to take a couple of phone calls, didn't I? Which,
yeah.
I see James always cocks it up on camera, right? But when it's off camera shit, I'm the one that always keeps ballsing things up, so.
Oh well. The first match, obviously, was Bray versus Seth.
Yes.
The opening contest.
Yes.
Good match, wasn't it?
It was a good match. It's a good match. What was it we were saying? There were a few things we would have liked to see.
Yeah.
We would have liked to see Bray braid his beard.
Yeah. Why was the reason why you said that? Go on.
Because then when he does his little crab thing before Sister Abigail, it looks the same upside down and the right way up. He could put some googly eyes on his chin.
Yeah.
No, it was a good match though, in all seriousness.
Yeah, it was a good match. I mean, we really struggled on who we wanted to win that, didn't we? And I predicted Seth, and you predicted Bray.
Yes, we thought we'd go separate.
Yes, and obviously, because when we go separate, I always lose. Case in point, this one.
Yep.
It was a bit of a cheaty where you win, really, with the thumb to the eye sort of thing.
There was the poke to the eyes, and there actually a few matches ended with a little bit of a cheat.
Yeah.
In it, but for some reason, usually I hate it. You know I do. I can't stand sometimes the way they finish these matches. But these ones I didn't really care too much.
No.
Not in a bad way. I just kind of got on with it, and I was like, fair enough.
Except for one particular match we will get on to.
We will get on to, yeah.
But so you got that one right. I got that one wrong. So there's 1-0 to you.
Yep.
The next match, which none of us really wanted to see, and I don't think anyone else wanted to see, was Enzo versus Cass.
This was probably my least favourite match. Not for the fact I didn't want to see it, it was just not as engaging.
Yeah, it was just a full-on beatdown, really, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was a beatdown session. It would have been much better to have that in a promo.
Yeah.
And now I know they've done the beatdown promos already for this, but the match needs to be a little more than just basically watching Enzo get beaten up for 5 minutes and then finally not tap out.
Yeah, Cass won that, and we actually didn't predict that, neither of us.
No,
which was, I think, was a bit of a stupid idea.
I don't know why. There was something about. Obviously, I thought Enzo was going to get a single push. Maybe he'll get it at SummerSlam. Who knows? That I don't think it's been announced that they've got a rematch. But
excuse me. Next match, the tag team 30-minute Iron Man match. Sheamus and Cesaro champions against the Hardy Boys.
Yep.
In my eyes, the best match of the night.
Yeah, I think it was quite a good match.
Yeah. Ended up Cesaro and Sheamus winning 4 falls to 3.
Yeah. So I thought I saw something and I watched it back and I was right.
Is this? Is it? I take it you watched What Culture with King Ross.
I did. So I went to watch it back. Yeah. Because I thought it at the time, but I kind of, you know, we couldn't pause it because obviously we went together, and I just thought, fuck it, I didn't see it.
Yeah.
And he brought it up, and I thought I'd have a look, and it's right. It ruined that particular.
Just in case anyone didn't see that, what exactly did you not see at the beginning?
So we're talking the closing half a minute of the match, and Cesaro, I think it was Sheamus, sorry, that was about to get pinned.
Jeff did the Swanton bomb.
That's the one.
And,
yes. Sorry, it wasn't about 30 seconds. That was the pin that never got there. Sorry, about a couple of minutes before the end. Jeff does a Swanton, lands it, goes to pin Sheamus. As he goes to pin, Cesaro comes in and kind of cradles him up. Jeff is struggling, and as he's struggling, his shoulder comes up when he's in the middle of struggling, therefore breaking the pin. Therefore there should be a recount of the pin if he got his shoulders back down, but it was obviously played to be a 1-3, so it just happened.
Yeah, and another thing he noticed as well, the fact that the ref only counted to 2.
Yeah,
he came down for the pin, for the count, only hit the mat twice, but he included him going down to the mat as a one count. Yeah. I mean, obviously.
So that was a bit scrappy, but all in all.
But watching Raw from Monday, it does look like we're going to be getting some broken Hardys by the sound of this.
There is a lot of quotes of broken.
Yes. Obviously, they actually got a full-on beat down there from Gallows and Anderson at first, and then the Revival came back and gave them another beat down. So could we see the birth of the Broken Hardys against the Revival? Who knows?
Could be a SummerSlam thing.
I say we could get the Broken Hardys at SummerSlam. The debut of Broken Hardys at SummerSlam, which would be good. Right. The reason why we wanted to watch King Ross on What Culture, and I will put a link to that video in the description afterwards, because it is one of the funniest things I've ever seen. The reason why we want to watch it is because of this particular match. We wanted to see his reaction. That was Alexa Bliss versus Sasha Banks for the Raw Women's title.
Yeah.
How did he put it? He looked at the picture.
Yeah, he looked up.
If anyone saw that, Alexa pretended she broke her arm. And what a way to pretend you broke your arm by actually bending your arm backwards. I can't even do it.
Now, the thing is, because I don't watch Raw and SmackDown avidly, I obviously missed the point, and I only now know that she'd already done that in December. Yeah. So when I watched it, I mean, you had me on fucking thing. I was like, good God, oh my God, this is awful. Like, actually, for a change.
Yeah, you did actually think she really had broken her arm. I
thought she really had broken her arm. And then for the next kind of minute after that, I think I was just kind of like saying fair play.
I mean, it was sort of like all that, wasn't it? But a bit more vicious.
So basically, she's double jointed in her elbow. So for those that haven't seen it, so when she kind of extends her arm, she can actually bend it further.
I'd say it was sort of like that, but a bit more down than that.
Yeah. So it gave the impression that she had off the cuff broken her arm, and it was used as a tactic to get at Sasha. I hadn't seen it before, so I was like, "Good God, this is awful."
And there was also the next bit of her doing the backbreaker on Sasha, and Sasha pretty much bent like that.
Yeah,
which was a bit.
I believe Kim Ross did a for that as well.
Oh, I just didn't realise.
Anyway,
I forgot to actually say that we both got Sheamus and Cesaro right.
Oh, we did, yes.
Yeah, and we both got Alexa right as well. No, that was a good match. It was quite disturbing in certain parts.
It just shocked me, and it was entertaining for me because I believed it for a change.
Yeah.
You know, it wasn't acted out bullshit that you could tell was pre-planned or something. Like that.
The next match, Miz versus Dean Ambrose. Now,
I'm not going to lie, I switched off the most in this one.
Yeah, we knew, obviously, Bo Dallas and Axel would, Curtis Axel would play a part in it, and Maurice as well. And we were both right. Miz retained because of them three.
Yeah, another one with cheat. Oh, excuse me, everyone. Ill and tired. It was just a predictable match.
Yeah,
that was it. It is.
The next one. Strowman and Reigns in the ambulance match.
It's a very, very close to favourite match.
Yeah, I think the most favourite bit for us definitely is the way the actual match ended.
Yes.
Just to see Roman Reigns completely miss a spear and fly into the ambulance.
That was hilarious.
But what I quite like as well is the fact that when he came out, he speared him on the way out again. So did he fly into the ambulance, bounce off the back of it, and come back out again?
I'm assuming he just ricocheted off the back wall and flew back out the other side. But no, that was just very. It was almost like Looney Tunes slapstick. Level.
I'd say very like Monty Python slapstick comedy sort of thing.
So it just made me chuckle.
And then obviously it goes to the aftermath of the match.
Yeah, and we didn't really catch on to this originally, because we were like, for fuck's sake, Roman's got to have his moment.
Yeah.
We got a bit annoyed about it, and then it kind of all made itself apparent.
Yeah, and definitely feel sorry for Heath Slater.
Yes, Heath, we are sorry that you had to.
Because even the commentators weren't even paying attention to Heath's match, and you didn't even see the finish to Heath. Well, you know Heath won.
You heard the bell.
You heard the bell ring, and you heard the announcer say the winner is Heath Slater.
Yeah.
We didn't know how he won. The commentators weren't bothered with that match. It was just a filler because Strowman was stuck in the back of an ambulance.
It was literally an audience filler.
Yeah.
And we're talking in stadium audience, because the people that are watching at home didn't see any of it.
No, exactly.
But that was a nice. I mean, we always appreciate the nods to the Attitude Era, and that was definitely one of them. So fair play. It was a very nice little piece at the end.
Definitely. And we both predicted that one right as well.
We did, for the actual match itself.
Yeah, for the actual match itself, for Strowman to win.
Yeah.
Finally, moving on to the main event, the Universal title, Brock versus Samoa Joe.
Yes.
Well, Joe got the upper hand before the bell rang.
Yet.
He put him through a table.
For a pissing table.
And then it all went to shit.
Ears up, going, "Oh, this is nice."
And then it all went to shit. Seven suplexes.
7, I think, suplexes.
Yeah, 7
and
suplexes and 1 F5, which another tip off from obviously from King Ross on What Culture. That's how a match should end. 1 finisher.
Yes.
Not 3 finishers, kick out of both of them, and then fucking get the pin.
No. I like how we said we didn't want a Lesnar Goldberg situation.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't get that.
No.
And to be fair, Joe had a bit of time in that match.
He did, yeah.
He held his ground in that match. It definitely, regardless of the fact that he lost, gives him a bit of a boost at the same time.
Yep.
So yeah, that was just a nice way to end off the pay-per-view. There's nothing special about it per se, but it is what we predicted.
Yeah, definitely. So the final scores on that, you won 6-5.
I did, but I'm fucking annoyed because I'm 1 off perfect score.
The weird thing about it was the fact that all the titles were retained.
Yes,
even the pre-match with the Cruiserweight title was even retained.
Yep, so we were going through this pay-per-view, weren't we, live, or not live, but we were watching it for the first time. And the further we got down the line, we actually started to think Samoa was going to win.
Yeah.
Because the likelihood of him winning counteracted the fact that everyone would retain, because hardly anyone retains every belt in a pay-per-view.
Exactly.
But hey ho, it happened.
Oh yeah.
But at the same time, okay, so thinking of it outside of storylines, that does make it a slightly boring pay-per-view.
Yeah, the fact that there's no title changes.
There was no title changes, and it almost feels like a Raw filler to SummerSlam.
Yeah, yeah.
In that regard, but yeah, everyone retained.
Yeah. I watched. I know you haven't. Yeah. I watched Raw from Monday night. There's a few things that are going to happen next week, which I'm looking forward to. Well, on Monday just gone, obviously Kurt Angle came down to the ring, introduced Brock Lesnar. Brock Lesnar came down, and they wanted to find out who Brock was going to face at SummerSlam. Next minute, Reigns comes down to the ring. Yeah. And obviously reckons he deserves another shot.
Deserves a slap in the fucking face, what he deserved.
Yeah. He actually got cheered.
Is that for the ambulance match efforts? Because
not just that. Not just that. It was the fact that he said to Brock the fact that he's never there. I see. They're going to play this little card and see if we can get Roman on side. Yeah. And Brock actually live on camera and live in the ring told Lesnar that he does not deserve shit.
Oh, we're meant to be in a child-friendly setting now.
You saw Kurt Angle's face drop.
Yeah, because he was like, good God, he's just said shit live.
Yep. And Paul Heyman went like that because he was pissing himself laughing. Then the next bit, Samoa Joe comes down to the ring.
Yeah.
Starts mouthing off Reigns and Lesnar and Heyman, and a bit on Angle. Angle's trying to calm it all down. Next week on Raw, we are going to have a #1 contenders match between Reigns and Samoa to find out who will face Lesnar at SummerSlam. Also, Kurt Angle had another text message. You know these text messages he's been getting about this some sort of secret he's got. Corey Graves got another text message as well, and they both spoke about it. And Kurt saying this is going to end my career and all this. At the end of Raw, you saw Kurt on the phone saying whoever it is going to come down next week. They're going to explain what's happening. He ended up then saying, "Love you, see you next week." there's a lot of speculations of who this might be or what it could entail. There's a lot of things saying that Bailey and Corey Graves are somehow brother and sister, and Kurt Angle is their father.
Oh blimey, they're going to try and do one of those potentially.
Yep. The other one is the fact that obviously with Dixie Carter being in the Kurt Angle Homecoming 24/7 video, the fact that it's obviously Raw is going to be in her hometown, she might be playing a part in WWE, and apparently them two might be having an affair. Not in real life, obviously, part of the story.
No, this is all storyline.
But the one that I think, which was actually, this was in a top 5. These were actually parts of number 1 and number 2. What I actually think is the fact that it's going to go back to the old, about 9 years ago, with the, 11, 12 years ago, with the end of the Attitude Era between Kurt Angle and Stephanie. Which I think is the most plausible one. Obviously, them two are having an affair. They had an affair before. Triple H is going to get wind of it. Who possibly sent in the threatening text message, and then it's all going to go and kick off at SummerSlam.
Could do if Triple H wants a match at SummerSlam.
Yeah, I reckon it's. I reckon it's got something to do with Stephanie, because we haven't seen Stephanie since Mania. No,
so I would hope that you're right. The Dixie Cart thing to me sounds more plausible.
Well, what they were saying about the Dixie Carter one is the fact that obviously her and Kurt are having an affair. She comes into WWE, then it could turn into a rivalry between Kurt and Dixie, between Hunter and Stephanie.
Right. That'd be fine as well, by the way.
Yeah.
I just want to be honest, I just want to see Kurt have one more go in there.
Yeah, definitely.
Just one more go. I'm not expecting him to rekindle a career or anything.
No.
But a bit like Goldberg popping a couple.
Well, so I think there was another one to do with Brock as well. That was it. Yeah, the fact that Kurt is having an affair with Sable.
Oh, okay.
And it goes back to a Kurt Brock rivalry
situation. Yeah.
There was one just popped to my head now about the Stephanie era angle. Obviously, when Kurt left, she was pregnant with her first child, and they were thinking about having Kurt as the father.
Bloody hell! The problem is that's too. I don't know.
It's very edgy.
They've got the balls to do it because it's 2 Attitude Era storylines.
It's very edgy. It's just on that PG line.
We might as well put Stephanie back on a crucifix. You know what I mean? Like,
I'm sure she'll be happy with that.
Oh, well, probably. I mean, that was a fucking weird storyline as well.
Oh, well, the fact that
back in the day,
the fact that the Undertaker basically sacrificed
her on a crucifix and sacrificed her,
and to the Great One, and the Great One happened to be Vince.
Yeah. The weird thing is that about Attitude Era is that if I watched it at the age I'm at now, I'd be like, this is just ridiculous.
I say
it's just absolutely insane. As a kid, you were like, this is the most awesome thing, and you believed it.
Yeah.
And as a kid, you believed that these things were happening.
Yeah.
And I grow up now, and I'm like, you were an idiot, Dan. At the age of 8, you were an absolute twit.
It's exactly like with the very first wrestling WWE pay-per-view I ever bought on video when it came out was WrestleMania 15. And
of course, James resolved the right age to have this on video.
I personally didn't buy it. My dad did.
And he owned it as well.
Yeah. I just watched it.
Snuck it.
And there was the Hell in a Cell match between Undertaker and Bossman, and at the end, Undertaker hung Bossman with a noose around his neck from the cell. Now, at that age, I sort of think he's just killed someone. He literally just hanged him.
There has been a murder on camera.
Yeah, there's been a murder basically on live pay-per-view.
And you didn't fucking care as a kid. You were like, oh, he's killed him. He's a badass. Right, moving on.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, I do to a point understand why my mother was a little bit not happy with me watching it.
Obviously, with
and
things
why
like
I had to sneak
DX and things like that with the old Suck It era and
the Suck It thing is fine.
Yeah.
But, actually, did you see a meme on Facebook recently that said, yeah, fuck the dab, this was our dab, and it was basically a 2-picture instruction on how to do a Suck It.
Yes, yes I did.
Yes. That was our dab.
That was our dab, definitely. Right, I think that's it for the old Great Balls of Fire this year. Do you reckon they'll stick it for next year?
I think they might actually. It was actually not a bad pay-per-view.
No.
So yeah, I mean, they might want to rethink the name, though. If they keep it, then yeah, fair enough. Whatever, it was a good pay-per-view, but I don't know if they're going to keep the name.
Yeah. Because I mean, when Kurt said on Raw, he said, "Can't wait for next year's pay-per-view." He didn't actually say Great Balls of Fire.
Actually say Great Balls of Fire. No, I did catch whiff of this on a thing I read.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. I mean, the name was terrible.
It was. The name was terrible, but it was actually a surprisingly good pay-per-view.
We did have a giggle about Booker T saying Great Balls of Fire. Booker T's grunting, which was in the pop culture video as well. Booker
T's grunting was the funniest thing I've ever. The camera's not on you, Booker. We don't know if you're having a wank.
Just everyone that said Great Balls of Fire.
Yeah.
In the whole pay-per-view. I mean, Braun Strowman in promo. That was bad.
Brock Lesnar on Raw.
Brock Lesnar on Raw. I mean, he said it in almost the right accent.
Yeah.
Great Balls of Fire.
Great Balls of Fire. So we will be back next Wednesday. We'll be back on schedule, hopefully next Wednesday, if neither of us are dead.
We've been shit with scheduling recently.
Yeah, we have been a bit poor with scheduling. So we will be back on schedule with GameSpeak next week. Yeah. We will do what we were going to do tonight, and that is 2K17. Then after that, the next pay-per-view video will be for Battleground, which should be interesting.
Yeah. Looking forward to it.
Yeah.
Because it's going to be the last one before
SummerSlam. It's going to be the last one before SummerSlam, so we're definitely looking forward to this. But we will speak to you soon, guys. Thank you very much, Dan. I hope you feel better soon.
I'm sure I will. I hope I will. Thank you very much, James.
Okay. And we will see you guys soon. Ta-ta.